finger check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the 50, here's Herbert. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. Oh, what a move. And it's complete to the right side. It's Allen. That catch good for only a couple. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Quick throw out wide to Fuller. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll run with Lindsey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking now, and it's incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now Joe Mixon. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Again, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, here's Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to pass. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
To Joe Mixon.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run here with Eckler. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Herbert on 1st down now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And they'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. On first down, it's Herbert. Allen has it, left side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. They'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Setting up to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down and goal to go.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support him. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. They'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second down, Burrow, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 79 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now Eckler. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 26 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
Justin Hopkins.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. A toss left, Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is rolls about. Now Burrow on first down. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
At the 33-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Chargers.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 8. To the air again, Burrow. And it is caught at the 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Mixon with first down carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, 41 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Will be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Austin Seibert.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals, TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bengals 38, Chargers 10. Austin Seibert.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Loses the football, and this is recovered by the Chargers. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The full start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Going on the ground with Eckler. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. because otherwise you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A 3-yard pickup.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Bengals.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Mixon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he's stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. And Burrow going to keep it himself. Now Burrow loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practice that, too. You can tell, coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help him along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Bengals 38, Chargers 17.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Joe Mixon.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's Ross complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Cincinnati.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Tonight's final score.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Cincinnati, it'll be a